Ever felt like you're just staring at this mountain of information? Maybe you're prepping for a huge meeting or, tackling a brand new project.
We're just really curious about something and need to get smart fast.
Exactly. Well, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're diving into maybe an unusual source, but I think an incredibly rich one. It's an excerpt from a Kaplan Publishing study text.
Right, this isn't just any text. It's designed to get professionals ready for a pretty high-level business exam focusing on strategic business leadership.
And what does that really mean, strategic business leadership?
Well, fundamentally, it's about equipping leaders to make those big, tough decisions, navigate really complex situations, and ultimately drive the organization's long-term vision.
Okay. And this material?
Believe me, it's not your average textbook. It's meticulously crafted. We're talking a huge syllabus, covers everything from corporate governance right through to, the latest tech breakthroughs. It's built for intense learning, but also for real-world application.
So our mission today isn't just about passing an exam, right? We're actually going to unpack this guide for the universal strategies it offers. Timeless principles, really.
Yeah, things like how to learn effectively, how to approach complex problems, how to show real professional competence, no matter your field.
Think of it as maybe a shortcut to understanding how to become well-informed, a meta skill almost.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's get into it then. This Kaplan text, it really is more than just pages in a book, isn't it? It feels like a masterclass in how to structure learning.
It really does. They start you off with a detailed study guide, syllabus objectives, even examination insights. And they tell you to read all that before you even hit the main chapters.
Like a pre-flight checklist for your brain. Smart.
Yeah, and what's fascinating is how that structure mirrors effective learning in, well, pretty much any field. Inside each chapter, you've got those clear guides and objectives all mapped out.
And the visual diagrams, I like those. They help you see the forest for the trees, right? How things connect.
Exactly. They give you that overview first. And the content itself starts broad, gives you the brief explanation, then dives into the detail. It scaffolds the learning.
It's definitely not passive reading either. They really push application practice. These illustrations, the worked examples, they seem key.
Oh, totally. They show you how to apply the ideas, not just what they are. And then you've got the test your understanding bits.
Good checks, right? Short questions, answers provided, instant feedback.
Plus those summary diagrams at the end of chapters. Genius, really, for making sure you've grasped the core concepts and how they link up.
It's quite a system. And then there are the icons. You called it the secret language of learning.
Yeah, I kind of see it that way. They act like a built-in guide on how to engage with the material. Like, definition. Okay, simple enough. Memorize this. Key point flags, important stuff often pops up in exams.
Makes sense. Illustration for the examples. Test your understanding for the exercises. But what about tricky topic? That one sounds ominous.
Huh. It's not a power-up, that's for sure. More like a warning label. It basically says, hey, pay extra attention here. Practice this bit more. It flags where you're likely to stumble.
So you know where to focus your energy. That's efficient.
Very. And then there's the supplementary reading.
Yeah, I noticed that it specifically says it's not optional. That feels important.
It really is. It's a statement about what true mastery requires, isn't it? It pushes you beyond just the core text to get that breadth of knowledge. Essential for self-study, especially. Builds that wider context, that panoramic view.
Which you need in the real world, definitely.
And of course, they weave in the online stuff too. Referenceware you can access anytime. Online tests for more practice.
And performance management online. How does that work?
It gives you immediate results on tests, feedback broken down by topic, and you can even see how you stack up against peers, anonymously, of course. It really supports that active learning approach. Grapple with tricky stuff. Go broader with reading.
Okay, so moving beyond the structure, the syllabus itself. The overall aim, it says, is about demonstrating organizational leadership and senior consultancy or advisory capabilities, plus professional skills, all in a case study context. That sounds, well, huge.
It is. But it's more than just a list. It's practically a guide to being a strategic leader.
Right.
Like you said, a blueprint for that modern business mind.
These capabilities, A through H, they cover so much ground.
They really do. Take A, leadership. It's not just about being the boss. It emphasizes setting the tone from the top, actively fostering a positive culture. It's about influence.
Right, not just authority. And B, governance. Sounds dry, but the guide connects it to innovation.
Yeah, it points out how, say, outdated board metrics could accidentally stifle new ideas. Good governance needs to be dynamic, forward-looking. It's about creating the right environment.
Interesting. Then C is strategy, using tools like Pestle or Porter's Five Forces, but not just naming them.
No, it's about how a leader uses them to spot subtle shifts, gain that competitive edge. And D, risk, it's not just listing potential problems.
It's analyzing the whole risk profile and understanding risk appetite.
Exactly. Knowing how much calculated risk is okay, even necessary sometimes. D gets right into tech and data analytics cloud. Big data framing them as strategic needs, not just IT issues.
For competitive advantage, yeah. And H wraps up innovation, performance, change management, basically how you succeed with disruption and talent.
But capability, the professional skills,
Yeah.
that's where it gets really fascinating, I think.
Because they're separate from the technical stuff.
Exactly. These are skills valuable in any job. Communication being clear, persuasive, simplifying complexity, commercial acumen, that awareness of the bigger picture, spotting key issues, using good judgment.
Analysis, too, digging into information, finding root causes. And skepticism. I like that one.
Me too. Probing, questioning assumptions, challenging things respectfully but firmly. And finally, evaluation, making sound professional judgments, forecasting, appraising things objectively.
It really is about how you think and operate.
That's what separates real leaders. It's not just knowing stuff, it's the application, the critical thinking.
So, okay, let's connect this back to the learner, maybe someone listening. How does this translate? We know there's an exam tied to this material integrated case study, 100 marks, 20 for those professional skills, 4 hours.
Including that, reading, planning, and reflection time are PRT.
Right, but these exam tips, they feel broader than just test taking, don't they? They seem like real-world problem-solving skills.
Absolutely. Take our PRT. They suggest 40 minutes for reading and marking up the case, then 200 minutes for planning and writing. But the key tip...
Read the requirements first?
Yes. Read what you need to do first. Then, as you read the case exhibits, you're actively evaluating information against those requirements. It stops you just passively reading everything.
Much more targeted. Selective highlighting, prioritizing, makes sense.
And the planning advice. It's pure strategic problem-solving, period. Analyze the task. What's your role? Who's the audience? What are the key verbs? Evaluate, recommend, analyze. What's the scope? Crucial issues.
Which professional skill is being tested explicitly?
Right.
Yeah. And they stress judgment with theoretical models. Don't just force-fit a whole model if only a part is relevant. Use what works.
Be flexible. Adapt the tool to the problem.
Precisely. The planning process itself. Map out headings, slot in key points, but find that balance. Don't write the whole answer in the plan, just enough to guide you.
And those 20 professional skills, marks, how are they earned? It's not just extra writing.
No, definitely not. It's how you write. Addressing the requirements dead-on, including the most vital points, cutting out waffle or unsupported claims.
Showing deep understanding, connecting different bits of information.
Exactly. Integrating sources, linking ideas logically, building a coherent argument, not just throwing points out there, avoiding that scattergun approach.
And structuring it professionally, thinking about the stakeholder. Who are you talking to?
Yes. Plus, bringing in knowledge from other areas, maybe wider reading, and expressing it all convincingly. It's about credibility.
Beyond the specific exam stuff, the general study skills they cover seem like timeless advice. Oh, completely. Preparing to study, setting objectives, making a structured plan, that's foundational.
And the active reading method, SQ3R. Survey, question, read, recall, review. That sounds quite involved.
It is, but it's incredibly effective for actually internalizing information, not just scanning it. Survey first, get the lay of the land. Question, what do you want to get out of this? Read actively. Then the crucial bit, recall.
Try to summarize without looking at the notes.
Yeah, after a short break, test your memory. Then review. Check how well you did against the text. It's a cycle. That method, the selective highlighting, integrating sources. These are powerful tools for anyone, exam or not.
And note-taking. They're quite specific there, too.
Use your own words. Be concise. Cover key points. Organize them well. Make them easy to add to later. Linear notes, diagrams, mind maps, whatever works for you.
And revision isn't just cramming at the end.
No, it's continuous. Build it in. Then dedicate time for a final review, really hitting your weak spots.
Yeah.
And practice timed tasks to simulate the pressure.
They even recommend reading good newspapers and journals.
Right. To keep the broader context, stay current. It all ties back to making the knowledge relevant and applicable in the real world.
So we've done a pretty deep dive into this study guide today. And I think we've uncovered way more than just exam tips. It's about structured learning, strategic thinking, rigorous analysis. Skills you can apply to pretty much any challenge.
Yeah, from understanding complex things like organizational risk appetite right down to just communicating more persuasively day to day. The blueprint really is in how you approach information.
It really is. And that emphasis on professional skills like skepticism and evaluation probing, questioning, judging objectively.
Makes you think, doesn't it? How embracing those specific skills could change things for you. Not just what you know, but fundamentally how you think and engage with the world around you, especially in this age of information overload.
So here's a thought for you listening. How could embracing that kind of skepticism or evaluation change how you approach information daily? And maybe more concretely, what's one technique from this deep dive SQ3R? Reading requirements first, focusing on tricky topics that you could maybe implement this week just to deepen your understanding or tackle a problem you're facing,